IUFRO, the International Union of Forest Research Organizations, is a non-profit, non-governmental international network of forest scientists that promotes global cooperation in forest-related research, and it enhances the understanding of the ecological, economical, and the social aspects of forests and trees. IUFRO helps to strengthen science and research, as well as to expand strategic partnerships worldwide. Because of its unique membership, which brings together research organizations, universities, individual scientists, decision makers, and other stakeholders, it deserves to be called the only global network for forest science cooperation. The IUFRO headquarters are located in Vienna, Austria, and serve as the central coordination point for more than 250 research units that gather over 15,000 individual scientists.
Well, IUFRO actually was started as a Central European initiative in the 19th century, actually in 1890 here in Vienna. A group of professors from Central Europe met and discussed that many problems that they have at the national scale are very similar. So they thought a cooperation among those Central European countries then would be a good idea to compare results and to compare forest issues. And so that's how it all began.
Over time, IUFRO has developed into a renowned network for global science cooperation. It is also recognizable as an unbiased point of reference for the provision, assessment, and application of forest science advice to international processes. An important part of IUFRO's mission is to disseminate scientific knowledge to stakeholders and decision makers in order to contribute to forest policy and on-the-ground forest management. IUFRO has a vision of science-based management, conservation, and sustainable development of the world's forest resources for the benefit of forests and people. All the long-term core scientific work is produced in thematic divisions that are subdivided into research groups and working parties. In addition, the IUFRO task forces provide a short-term mechanism to enable interdisciplinary cooperation in interdivisional forest research fields and produce state-of-the-art knowledge reports on topical issues.
IUFRO is the most important network of forest researchers in the world, and to be part of this network and to support this network is, of course, of big importance for a country like Austria, for a small country like Austria.
There are also special programs, projects, and initiatives. Some of them have already been supporting thematic collaboration within IUFRO for a long time. A good example is IUFRO's special program for developing countries, IUFRO SPDC, that has been running since 1983. IUFRO continuously responds to the demand for capacity development of scientists and research institutions in less developed countries.
SPDC at the moment has different priority areas. On one hand, we try to improve core research capacities, which means writing research proposals, doing research methods. But on the other hand, also try to work on areas like science policy interfacing, how to influence and to inform policy making based on research work. The other area is information management and communicating research.
Other IUFRO programs include the special project on world forests, society, and environment, IUFRO WFSE, which is a network that shares existing scientific knowledge in forest-related policy processes. And the Global Forest Information Service, GFIS, provides a free internet gateway to forest information resources worldwide. The most recent initiative is the Global Forest Expert Panel, GFEP, designed to merge already existing research and bring together the world's leading expert scientists to support more informed decision-making at the global level.
Good policies need good information, and in fact the effectiveness of policies often suffers from a lack of scientific information, of good information, and that is exactly where GFAP comes into play. GFAP provides these policymakers with a comprehensive state of knowledge reports on some of the most pressing issues such as climate change and forest biodiversity loss and other issues.
Holding such a large amount of scientific information is a constant challenge. But because of IUFRO's organizational structure, the process of obtaining and sharing valuable knowledge is eased for anyone who has interest in forests and trees. As the International Network for Forest Science Cooperation, we consider it crucial to address the changing research needs and priorities related to forest and trees. It is important to identify emerging issues and paradigm shifts on a continuous basis, because these are likely to have significant environmental, social, or economic implications, not only for the forest and trees, but for each and every one of us, including you, as an individual living on this planet.
Ultimately, IUFRO is a network of very bright and very committed people from all around the world. And it's very rewarding to work with these people, both professionally and also emotionally. And what is most important, it serves a good cause, the forests of our world and the people depending on them.
Being a member of the International Union of Forest Research Organizations can only be beneficial. And because IUFRO has such a variety of working research units, each researcher can find a specific subject he or she is interested in. IUFRO provides a home for all researchers or institutions that have any interest in forests and trees.
Especially from the personal point of view, I have a lot of long-lasting friends through IUFRO and reliable friends all over the world, and that helps you on the scientific basis as well on your personal development too. For example, you need somebody to evaluate your work, and then you can rely on those colleagues knowing you for 10 years or longer, and that is a difference if you have to find somebody in Australia to evaluate you, which you don't know, and where you have no personal contacts, where you can say, okay, I have 3 or 4 names I can mention to my university to evaluate me. I think therefore it's useful, and it's better to be with IUFRO than to be without.